want to make sure the election is honest, and I'm not sure that it can be. I don't know that it can be with this whole situation. Unsolicited ballots. They're unsolicited, millions being sent to everybody, and we'll see.
Well, let's get some analysis on this from John H. Snyder, who's a constitutional lawyer and joins us now live from New York. Thank you very much for coming on the programme. I mean, presumably this is unprecedented, isn't it, for a president to say he might not accept the result of the election. Could he get away with that?
I would say it's unprecedented on both sides. We've had the Democrats stating that if Trump wins, it can only be because of foreign interference. And I've never heard that before. It's also unprecedented that the intelligence agencies would conspire against a sitting president. And I've never seen that before. So it's a very troubling time. One of the hallmarks of America is peaceful transfer of power.
So if he carries out this threat, loses the election, but won't relinquish power, presumably this country is in a constitutional crisis.
Very much so, particularly if we have a 4-4 split on the U.S. Supreme Court. Because, as you know, one of the most important duties of a court is to decide, to be the final decision. We had that in Bush v. Gore. But you could imagine a scenario where the court was split 4-4, and perhaps you'd have one rule in Florida and a different rule in Ohio, and it could be real chaos.
Talking of the court, though, I see what you're saying about the Trump supporters who've been appointed by Republicans against those who've been appointed by Democrats. But in the final analysis, these are all justices. They believe in the rule of law. Would they really go against the Constitution and let a president remain if he hasn't won the election?
You know, I would hope that the Supreme Court would decide that ultimately a unanimous decision one way or the other was the healthiest thing for a democracy, so that we could have a decided election. The idea of having a 4-4 split and potentially having no political means to decide it, I shudder to think what comes after that.
John H. Snyder, thank you very much indeed for your contribution. Fascinating stuff.